Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is the next Call of Duty in the sequel. Now, a lot of people are very anticipated for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's been, 2 years, 3 years nearly since Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And a lot of people are anticipated for that. And you know what? That game, while it got some hate and some backlash for some peculiar reason, it was actually a really good game. I don't know why people decided to throw the hate towards it. It really looks like Activision and Treyarch are actually taking this one very seriously. The marketing for this game is actually very good. They're really marketing this. They're trying to make it seem as real as possible and try to bring as many people in as possible. The storyline's getting deeper and deeper every single fucking day. Things are getting a lot crazier about this game, and I really hope it isn't a flop. I really hope it isn't one of them games that just they expect. I mean, yeah, my expectations are pretty high with this. Should they be? Probably not. Are they going to continue to be very high? Probably, because it's a game that I'm very anticipated in, I think a lot of people have been waiting for next Black Ops series. We've had 2 years of Modern Warfare back to fucking back, and it's boring as hell. It's like, it reminds me of that period in Call of Duty history where we had 3 back-to-back futuristic Call of Duties, and people were just very stale. People were like, you know what, we need something fresh. We don't want the same old garbage constantly, and that's kind of what it was in that 3-year life cycle. Right, don't be wrong, I like Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 definitely helped along that period, but Infinite Warfare kind of just made like, alright, we get it. I like this game. I like the zombies. Personally, I played more zombies than actual anything in that game in Infinite Warfare. Advanced Warfare, it was good. It was the first ever jetpack game from Call of Duty, so it wasn't too bad. I don't think they did the worst thing ever. I know it got a lot of backlash, that game. It just came off of releasing from Call of Duty Ghosts, which, again, had a lot of backlash. And that just came off of released from Black Ops 2, a very highly anticipated game and very respected game. A lot of people loved that game. The Zombies was, again, marketed perfectly and marketed towards the point of, let's get this thing out there. That's what makes Zombies so good. When you have a good marketing, it brings new players in as well. And the fact that Zombies in this will most likely be free, like Call of Duty Cold War and Vanguard and stuff like that, which is a good thing because that might end up bringing new players in and bringing them fresh. Now, I don't know what maps and what Zombies mode or what Zombies maps we're going to be getting. Normally, Zombies map, it depends. Sometimes they give you 2, sometimes they give you 1 map. I know with Cold War they give the community 1 map, and I'm not going to lie, it was kind of boring pretty quickly. I know Cold War, you didn't seem to have many maps, and they were a lot more spread out, which is fair enough. They did add Outbreak, which is sort of a open world zombies mode, which some people liked, some people didn't. I know that with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, people aren't very happy with that zombies mode, and rightfully so. It just feels like some hashed together DMZ mode. And if you don't know what DMZ mode is, it's a mode that was in Modern Warfare 2, the previous year's Call of Duty. It was an open world extraction shooter, or looter shooter as people call them. Essentially, you go in, loot a bunch of stuff, come out, and then you get your streak of extracting, and then you do it all over again. It was a decent game mode. Again, I didn't want to see it reskinned with zombies. It's a very boring game mode. It was okay for the first maybe few days. I played it for a few days a week, and I kind of enjoyed it. And then it started to hit me. I'm like, man, this game just is boring. It's just me running around killing zombies, doing a few objectives. It's not like, and I know a lot of people may say, "Oh, round-based zombies is kind of boring as well." And I guess you are right to a certain extent, but it's I don't know. It has a different feeling. You're kind of trying to survive, and well, you're camping. Sometimes you find a place on the map to sit and just wait and hold off against the hordes of zombies. Zombies again is a very big game mode. It's a very respected game mode in Call of Duty history, and I'm sure a lot of people are very anticipated. I mean, back from all the way from Call of Duty World at War almost 10 plus years ago, they started this game mode that barely nobody recognized. You finished your campaign, you finished all of the campaign missions, and hidden behind all of that was a little thing, Nazi zombies, and a lot of people were very confused. They were like, wait, what? What is this? And it was a map, which is now known as Nacht der Untoten, which was basically nothing. It was just 4 players trying to hold off against hordes of undead. You could buy weapons off the wall and stuff like that, and you had a first look. It was a mystery box, which again is in the name. You tap it and you pick up a gun at random, and a teddy bear shows if it's in multiple box locations. And again, a lot of people like that style of zombies. Nobody really complained about it. And I really hope they have, made it as good as that. I don't know. This is the thing. Getting your expectations high with the newer Call of Duties is not really the best thing ever. Because I feel like you get your expectations too high, it ends up just not working out well. I really do. I really do hope my expectations are filled. Because I'm getting bored of the Modern Warfare series. It is very stale now. Again, one more and it makes me feel like we're in 2014, 2015, 2016 era. Again, I didn't mind Black Ops 3. I definitely preferred zombies a lot more with that. I did play a lot of the multiplayer, but God, if that didn't have zombies, then yeah, I don't know what I would have done. I don't think I would have actually bought that game. Zombies definitely did an incredible job on there. Treyarch killed it with zombies on there. But yeah, Infinite Warfare again, like I said, had pretty good zombies, but the Modern Warfare series I think just needs a break now. We need to just let it calm down. I mean, we've had in the past 5 years 3 Modern Warfare series games, and people are like, oh, we're okay. We're getting a bit bored now. We'd like to move on. In that same time, we've only had kind of 2 Black Ops series games, and people kind of want something fresh now. And hopefully this is the freshness people have been looking for. They've gone really crazy on this marketing. I haven't seen this type of crazy marketing since like years in like Black Ops 2 time. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, when they actually, tried to make them real as possible, the live-action trailers, they made them crazy. I remember the Black Ops 2 Zombies live-action trailers they did. They were incredible. Again, you got to try and, they're really hammering down on the marketing. They say, you know what, we really need this game to be doing well. And it's quite clear they really want this game to do well, and I'm glad they do, because, again, this is going to be a slapper of a game. And I really, really, really hope that there's no messing around, no fucking around. Yeah, we're going to still have problems with the game like skill-based matchmaking, which is something that a lot of people just don't want. Unfortunately, it's something we've got to put up with. It's not something that a lot of people, not gonna lie, a lot of people probably don't want skill-based matchmaking. I know with XDefiant just launched and that doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. It brings a lot of people out like, yeah, we don't want this. We don't want skill-based matchmaking. Why are we dealing with it? And, well, that's the unfortunate thing. We probably will be for a long time. Now, most of this game, or most of the thought behind it, apparently it's been in development or been play tested for 2 years. Apparently it's been in development for like 3 years, maybe 2-3 years. So it's been in development for quite a while. I think as soon as Cold War kind of wound down, they kind of slowly started the development on this game. Now, this Black Ops 6 is going to have a very different storyline. Again, it's going to be like Gulf War era. Apparently, from what I've heard, this is more rumor than anything. It might not be true. Apparently, Saddam Hussein's are going to be in the game. And, well, like Call of Duty like to do, and again, I remember in the original Modern Warfare 2, the controversy they caused with the mission No Russian was quite crazy. In fact, it was that controversial, it ended up making it to national news and going viral. And a lot of people were commenting, this shit, surely this is, problems. I think then they had, I don't know if they later had to add a warning to it. I don't know if that shipped out like that, but yeah, they were kind of pushing the boundaries with that one. I think that got it banned from a few countries, unfortunately, like Germany and stuff like that, and I think Russia. So yeah, unfortunately, some people didn't like it, which is fair enough. I mean, again, it's quite a sensitive mission. You're going around shooting up an airport as terrorists, a Russian airport as 4 terrorists, well, 3, including a American spy, which, again, I'd say just as much as a terrorist now than anything, who ends up getting killed in the end because he's found out that he's an American spy. So, Black Ops 6 will, again, apparently be doing the same with 9/11 will be featured in it, from what I've heard, which is, holy shit, I don't know, Call of Duty, they're going down a path, it's quite clear. They just want it to be the most fucking craziest game ever. They don't give a shit what they do. I know in Modern Warfare 3, the one that's just come out, they tried to do the No Russian segment again by essentially having a terrorist hijack a plane, and just blow it out of thin air. Trying to blame another country for it. So, I mean, again, that was kind of stale and boring. It was like, typical problem, blow up a plane. And bearing in mind, you don't really get to see the plane blow up that crazy and stuff. So, I don't know how this is going to be working. Are we going to be a police officer on the day of the 9/11? We have to, I don't know, help out there. I don't know how this is going to work. Or is it just going to just show you, or are you going to be the person on the plane, or in the office buildings? They're going above and beyond with this. They're really trying to get this one out there and market this one to a crazy point. And I can't lie, Call of Duty campaigns have always had that crazy little bit about them. Some of them anyway. And that's kind of what I like about the campaigns. Apparently these campaigns for this Call of Duty will have open world missions. Now, Modern Warfare 3 had this open world mission type of segment, and, well, a lot of people were, kind of a little bit confused to why on earth they were plastered. Now, bearing in mind, Modern Warfare 3 was actually supposed to be an add-on. It was supposed to be sort of a DLC for Modern Warfare 2, because, well, just towards Modern Warfare 2's launch, it was rumoured that apparently Call of Duty will be going into a 2-year life cycle. So they will release a Call of Duty, and then a year later, they will release a DLC instead of an next Call of Duty. So they'll just update it and add maybe another campaign and another few game modes on. They, about a month later, they said, nope, we're not going down that route. And again, I'm very surprised to why they would go down that route anyway. Even though a lot of people may want them to go down that route, it's quite clear they'd lose fair amount of money doing so. Because, well, in hindsight, a lot of people actually buy DLCs and buy add-ons for games? Again, a lot of people might be like, well, I'm not going to buy an add-on for this, I'm just going to continue playing the game how it is, So it could cut off a huge amount of players and, again, a huge amount of money for Call of Duty. Again, they're still making a shit ton of money from the actual base game. I know they make a lot of their money through Warzone and shitty skins and stupid other things they do. At least it isn't supply drops. I know that, and again, I don't know if I would like supply drops back. They caused a hell of a lot of controversy. A lot of people just didn't like them. So, I don't know, it seems to be that the campaigns and everything like that are taking a bit of a twist. And I like this. Open world campaigns. Again, as long as the open world campaigns aren't plastered like they are in Modern Warfare 3, I am cool with that. I'm cool with that. Add some, I don't know, maybe 2 open world missions. Apparently, it's going to be the first ever all open world mission game, which, at least if you're going to make it open world, at least make the open world missions actually worthwhile playing instead of just, I don't know, slapping a few things around. I don't know. I just think the open world missions in Black Ops 6, in Modern Warfare 3, are just kind of boring. There's nothing really to them. People don't really understand them all that well. And I don't really too. It seems like they've just it seems like they've taken a chunk out of Warzone. Because yes, a lot of this stuff in the campaign seems to be either Warzone assets or Warzone assets from 4 or 5 years ago. Which is a little bit weird considering we haven't seen any of these assets used in the newer Warzone unless it's going to be apparently Verdansk. And if you don't know what Verdansk is, it's the original Warzone map. Apparently that's going to be coming back, which kind of makes sense why they would release it with a Black Ops type of thing. I don't know what they're going to do. It's dragged under this whole Call of Duty HQ. I don't know. Apparently, I've heard that they're going to be getting rid of Call of Duty HQ eventually, which if they do, I really hope they do because I do not like it. It's essentially all Call of Duties bundled under one launcher. I fucking hate it. The UI in the past few Call of Duties as well, ever since Modern Warfare 2, has been horrendous. It's like a sort of Hulu, Netflix type of menu system. It really isn't great. I mean, Vanguard, whether you hated that or not, at least it had a better navigation. It was just the traditional Call of Duty. Same as Cold War, same as Modern Warfare 2019, same as every fucking previous Call of Duty after that. Alright, Call of Duty World War II had a different menu system, but it was kind of a little bit better. Actually, no, it just felt like Modern Warfare 2, to be honest. Either way, I really hope the menu system changes. I don't think we're going to see it change with Black Ops 6. If it's the next Call of Duty game, I really hope so. I really hope it would change. I'm kind of getting bored of the menu system. It's not fun. It's awful to scroll through. I don't know, whoever designed that, you probably should be fired. Maybe he was fired, and they're still having to use his assets because, well, they've gone too far with it. I don't get it. It's, in my opinion, stupid. It looks tacky as hell. The previous one just was so much easier to navigate through. You have whether it didn't look as clean maybe as what they're trying to go for. Well, I don't think it looks clean, but they're trying to go for sort of a minimalist style, which fair enough, but I mean, it was pretty minimalistic before that. And again, I don't think anyone really complained about it. So it would be cool if they ditched the Hulu shitty looking UI in the game and just actually went back to a traditional sort of UI. That makes it plain and simple for other people. You watch when if they ever do release, they'll get rid of this UI and put a new UI out. They'll put the old school UI. People are going to end up complaining about that, saying, "Oh, I don't want this UI back," because they've gotten that used to the new UI. I don't know, man. Again, I'm very hyped for this. The multiplayer side of things as well. That's going to be crazy. Again, skill-based matchmaking. I don't know if that's rumored for this. We don't really hear much. Again, Activision really keep it to a hush. Skill-based matchmaking. I think they kind of revealed it. They only talked about it because, well, they had a answer question where they answered a bunch of questions about Modern Warfare 3 and stuff like that. And all people were asking in that whole question and sort of answer thing was, is skill-based matchmaking in this game? And a lot of people just kept asking it. And eventually they were like, should we answer it or not? And they decided to talk a little bit about it. But again, we haven't really heard much about it. And a lot of people are very confused to why they're being so secretive about it. Again, it was revealed years and years ago, just before Modern Warfare 2019 launched, that they put a pattern out for a new sort of matchmaking system. And that's kind of when the downfall started for this whole thing. You know, I just wish it would go back to how it was. You know, it's quite clear they're trying to protect the people who are buying the fucking skins, the people who are putting money into the game, which I don't honestly understand why, if you're bad at something, why you'd put so much money into a game. No offense, but it's kind of true. I don't know, it seems a bit weird to me, but I don't know, multiplayer has always been kind of the popular side of Call of Duty, and I'm sure that'll be the thriving place day one. I'm sure there'll be no broken guns like there always is somehow in Call of Duty. It's almost like they know they're broken, but they're like, you know what, let's just launch these broken because it's going to be funny as shit. And to be quite honest, it kind of is funny as shit as well. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I really hope this Call of Duty is a Call of Duty that just blows people away and doesn't mess up. I you probably shouldn't have my expectations so high after Modern Warfare 3, but god damn, I really want this game to be good. I really want them to blow people away with it. No pun intended. But man, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good year, hopefully. And then it's towards GTA 6's life cycle as well. So we're really going to be cooking with gaming towards the end of the year and towards next year. So shit, man, I'm really, really happy to see what Call of Duty's got in store for us. All the marketing proves that they can still make a good Call of Duty if they put their mind to it. But let's just hope they actually do and don't mess up. Because that would be a horrid thing for them to do. Only time will tell.